A warm welcome to everyone. Myself, Tanya S. from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Artificial Intelligence. I am from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. So today's subject is about environmental studies and e-waste management. The topic is solid waste management in India. Solid waste management in India, a comprehensive overview of 2016 rules. So in this project, we are mainly focusing on their key objectives, applicability, and responsibilities, providing a comprehensive understanding of this crucial legislation. First part is Introduction to Solid Waste Management in India. First one is growing concerns. India's rapid urbanization and economic growth have led to a significant increase in solid waste generation, posing challenges for waste management. Next is urgent need. Effective waste management is crucial to protect public health, environmental sustainability, and resource conservation. Key objectives of 2016 rules: reduce, reuse, recycle. Second one is scientific waste management. Third one is clean and healthy environment. When it comes to reduce, reuse, recycle, promote the three R's. It means reduce, reuse, recycle to minimize waste generation and maximize resource recovery. Next one is scientific waste management. Establish a framework for scientific and environmentally sound management of solid waste. Third one is clean and healthy environment. Contribute to a cleaner and healthier environment, protecting public health and well-being. Applicability and responsibilities. So there are mainly three. First one is all waste generators. These rules apply to all producers of solid waste, including households, commercials, establishments, industries, and institutions. So all waste generators uh, comes under all these things. Next is local authorities. Local authorities are responsible for planning, implementing, managing the solid waste management systems within their jurisdictions. Like in their area or in their villages, they can authorize it. Next, last one is state pollution control boards. State pollution control boards monitor and regulate waste management activities to ensure compliance and environmental standards. So this is what state pollution control boards do. Next is segregation and collection of solid waste. First one is source segregation and second one is collection system. Waste generators are required to segregate waste at the source into categories such as biodegradables, recyclables, non-biodegradables, and other wastes. So, collection system, local authorities must establish efficient collection systems for different types of waste, ensuring separate collection of recyclables. Like for plastic, they have to use separate recycles, and for biodegradable objects and non-biodegradable objects, glasses objects. So they have to make sure to different make sure to put a different box or a dustbin box to put it on it, and so that it will be connected at one place and decomposed or done with reusable things. Next is waste processing and disposal. First one is waste processing. Includes various methods like composting, recycling, and waste to energy conversion to maximize resource recovery and minimize landfill waste. Second one is safe disposal. The rules emphasize the need for safe and environmentally sound disposal of waste, primarily through landfills that meet prescribed standards. Third one is waste minimization. The rules aim to minimize waste generation by promoting source reduction and reuse, reduce, and overall volume of the waste requiring processing and disposal. Next is extended producer responsibility, also known as EPR. First one is producer responsibility. Producers are responsible for managing the end of life of their products, including collection, recycling, and disposal. Next is product design. Producers are encouraged to design products that are easily recyclable, reusable, reducing waste generation from the start. Next is duties of waste generators. First one is segregate waste. We have to segregate waste in a single place, like in all leftover areas. There should be one area where you can segregate all the waste and keep it there and do other things with that, like reuse or recycle or something. Next is minimize waste. Practice source reduction and reuse to generate less waste. All like people like us should minimize using the waste products. Like if we use waste products as a recycled product, so it looks very good. So there are so many ways to recycle or reuse the waste we have done, and we have to do that thing when we are free at home or something like that. Next is proper disposable. Dispose of waste in designated bins and follow local guidelines. So we have to follow certain guidelines to dispose this waste. Like there are separate bins for segregating this waste and disposing it. So we have to go through that. Next is compile with regulations. Adhere to all regulations and guidelines regarding waste management. We have to put all our knowledge and gain the knowledge regarding waste management, and we have to know at what place, at what time, and what region we have to put our waste. And it makes a very good sense that if you are following that those rules, and if you are doing something helpful for environment, and it is very good that people are trying to do something good for environment now these days. So it makes a lot of benefit, and it may change the world one day, and we have to focus on it. Next is duties of local authorities. First one is developing plans. Second one is implement programs. Implement waste collection, segregation, processing, and disposable programs. Third one is monitor and enforce. Monitor waste management activities and enforce compliance within regulations. Next is public awareness. Educate the public on waste management practices and encourage responsible waste disposal. So public awareness can be done in so many ways, like through dramas, through going and talking with the local persons over there and having a very nice chat with them, or uh, the youth, the people, the youth of nowadays. And we have there is a social media. Through social media we can do it, through youths we can do it. So there are so many ways where we can uh, where we can safeguard our environment. Next is duties of state pollution control boards. First one is monitoring. Monitor waste management activities for compliance with environmental standards. Second one is enforcement. Enforce regulations and take actions against the violators. Third one is research. Conduct research on waste management technologies and best practices. Fourth one is collaboration. Collaborate with stakeholders to promote sustainable waste management practices. So these are the four duties of state pollution control boards. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for this one wonderful opportunity.